I'm Jonnah, an athlete and a farmer, and I'm here to take you on a grassroots exploration of the places and people thriving at the crossroads of food and adventure. So let's get a little wild, keep being curious, and stay hungry for the stories behind every journey. We've headed to Hawaii's Big Island to spend 5 days with Kiley Umeda, a true waterwoman, world-class spearfisher, and spear gun maker. Kylie's passion for diving and fishing is shaped by her love of the ocean, its health, and sustaining its delicate ecosystem. She's going to take us down into her world for 2 days of spearfishing to show us what can be accomplished in a single breath.
The cool thing about being the only woman making spear guns is I feel like I've done everything that I had to do competitively, where I've been respected in the industry, and I think I've been a decent role model. So my dad introduced me into spearfishing just by me watching him. Him and his friends would go out, and I would want to do it, but my mom wouldn't let me. So eventually, I finally got a 3-prong. And it was game over. My love for the ocean has been passed down from generations and generations. And that type of respect and that responsibility, you have to pass it down to your next generation, to the next, and to the next, because it is a resource. It's a natural resource, and we always have to take care of it. For me, I only take what I need, and maybe taking that medium-sized one is more than enough for the family. Everything has to be in a balance, and once that balance gets thrown off, everything has a hard time to come back.
Kylie brought us to the Pololu Valley to give us a sense of Hawaii's rugged terrain and see the vastness and power of the ocean we'll be diving in tomorrow. So I know that you have the opportunity to travel all over the world, and you've been to some really cool places, but what makes you really just want to stay here on this island?
It's just so diverse. So if I want to go hunting, I can just run it up to the mountain or go to the ocean in one day. It's just the best place on earth. This current right here is really strong. It rips.
Yeah, the ocean doesn't really care about you, so.
No, so you have to be respectful about the ocean.
We started training for this freediving back in August, and it all just seemed like an idea. And now sitting here by the ocean, it seems like the ocean just kind of does whatever she wants to you. So I'm a little freaked out, but I don't know, should I be?
You don't have to be. It is unpredictable sometimes, but you just have to know your limits, and then, you just can't go past that. So this is an alpaca, and then this is what we used to use back in the day to defog our masks.
After months of preparing for this adventure, it was finally time to grab our spear guns, follow Kylie's lead, and descend.
Fishing for us, especially my dad, my uncles, they all kind of taught us, about the importance of the resource and how to take care of it. You get to experience it firsthand, not just, from a book. For me, harvesting my own food and going through those motions makes the experience a lot better. Knowing where it came from, knowing which one you selected, and for those reasons, a lot of times I will select something not because it's the biggest, but because that's the one that will fit inside the steamer. And also knowing that, this is enough to feed the family. Okay, so this is opihi.
Opihi, okay.
So it's a limpet that lives on the rocks.
And do you always eat them raw?
Yeah, or we throw them on the grill with chili pepper and then shoyu. And that's pretty auto too.
Okay. It tastes so good raw. Yes. Diving along the coast was such an exhilarating experience. So much food to be sourced right there if you have the skill and patience to harvest it. Kylie made it all look so easy, but she reassured us that she'd been honing her underwater life for over a decade. The confidence we gained during our reef dive was the perfect way to prepare us for diving farther from shore, blue water diving, where we could encounter bigger fish and experience the expanse of having the ocean floor over a mile beneath us. I've been thinking about this day for months, and the training that I did in breath holding was really important, but I don't think there's anything that could really prepare me for what we're doing right here with you. And I just feel so grateful that we're learning this from you, and you're one of the best. It's so beautiful down there. It's like every color blue you can imagine. But then out of the void came a really big shark. Kylie said it's an oceanic...
Oh yeah, white tip.
White tip, yeah. So, I don't know, I was cool with it, but then, he was just kind of swimming around us, and then he was snatching up fish and really grabbing them. And I started my heart kind of started sputtering, and I was I just have to take a little break. While I was chilling in the boat, Jesse and Kylie wanted to take one more shot at bringing in a fish.
You got one? Got one.
I love the blue water diving so much. I thought it was gonna make me really dizzy or feel uneasy, but it was so soothing. I just love looking down into the sunbeams, and it just kind of put me into this trance or this hypnosis. And then when there were fish, they would just kind of come swim around us, and I really felt I belonged in the water.
The ocean for me is very spiritual in a sense because that's where I'm the most at peace. I like to feel the currents and having that sense of it pushing me, the ocean, the waves, the wind. I can hear all of these things, and there is no greater peace or quiet.
On our final day in Hawaii, we gathered at Kylie's friend Justin's ranch. Kids playing, and everywhere you looked, a deep respect for the people gathered and the fresh food being prepared. I was so honored to share in the bounty of the ocean with Kylie's Ohana, her extended family of friends and neighbors, and that my family was able to be part of this meal as well.
So first of all, I want to thank Kylie. She's the heartbeat of this group, of this Ohana that came up, and it's all of the hands that put this meal together. Right here is a very special place. It's a family property up here that we're trying to bring back a forest. And the way that we do it is sustainably, by treating the land like a brother, like a family member. And that goes full circle to the ocean, to the meat that we're about to consume, the fish, the octopus, everything done and sustainable to sustain not just us, but the resource that is of Hawaii. With that being said, thanks everybody for being here. Respect the food, respect everybody that put their hands into it, and enjoy it at the end of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Got some good meat up there. Really good meat.
Hawaii, where the land is still expanding outward into the ocean, I found that my curiosity is always expanding into new challenges. This untamed ecosystem where land meets ocean is a wild tangle of endless adventure, culture, and food. Hawaii made me feel at once small and vulnerable in an expansive wilderness, yet so held by the friendship of its people.